Would you like me to stop? What are you doing over there again? So, I've now been provided with...
Alright, that's enough now, you've had it now, alright.
Well, hello and welcome back to another Rusty Nuts video here at Mad Ford Engineering. In the background you can see Liam finishing off the welding of that front part of the chassis that he was doing the other night, and I'm going to continue working tonight on repairing the chassis over on the far side there. Right, so picking up where we left off the other night, so I'm going to finish welding this up. I'll clean it up, clean this bit off here as well because there's a bit of a lump there from where we took that support bar off. It was mounted the wrong side, because it should be over here. And then I'm going to get grinding down here and get some of this really bad welding off there. So let's finish this, clean it up, and I'll show you what it looks like. The other night, because the torch wasn't working, I couldn't see what I was doing. Whereas now, it feels so much easier just because I can actually see. Right, that's welded in. A little bit tricky filling in some of the holes where it blew through, but see there, I've had to kind of mound it up a bit to get that bit there filled. But I did some of this the other night and some tonight. Actually, tonight I felt a lot more consistent, like down there. So that's in. Not done along the bottom because we've left a bit of an overhang there. So when we flip the chassis over, we'll cut that back and make it all look nice. But for now, that's that bit welded in. So the next bit that I was saying I was going to tackle are these. So I'm just going to get a grinder on these and take those down until they drop off, the guy said. So that's the next job, but let's just get this finished and linished off, and then we're good to go. Linishing time. Would you like me to stop? Right, so that's linished back now. There's just a few little holes I need to fill, so the top corners, which I kind of expected because I had to put quite a lot of weld in there to try and plug some gaps where we've blown through. So got one there, and I think that is it. I just need to put a bit of weld down there as well. So yeah, a couple of little bits, grind them off, and then it'll be done. That was beautiful, dude. You were like, at one point you were putting the wire through and touching the sides.
Yeah, so put the wire through, touch the side, it sparks.
And then it puts...
Yeah, so this obviously the metal is really
yeah, because I'm guessing because of that. Right, so this is linished off now, so it's pretty good. There's a couple of tiny pinholes here that I found by whacking the torch up in. And you see we got one there. This thing never focused. There we go. So just up there that needs to fill in, and there's a couple of little ones, but other than that, we're pretty good. So I shall fill that hole. Finished. Right, so I have linished this bit off here, which is looking good. So there's a little hole up there that I just need to fill in that I said to you guys about, but while I was here mixing about cutting out this bit here which was rotten, so I've just sliced that out, made a little plate to go in there, and got a few holes along there, but they're not severe, but we'll tackle those. But first up, get this section done up to there. This is gonna have to come off as well at some point, and then grind this off here. Do you mind, sir, tacking this piece in for me in a second? Thank you. Yeah. And making progress. Let's have a little butchers at what Liam is doing. So similar to the other night, he's basically fabricating a new one of these. So in there we've got the tubes where the 2 bolts go through and come out the bottom. So to strengthen that, so when we bolt it doesn't crush. So that's what he's working on over here. So he's just rebuilt the sides, because if you guys remember on the last video, the sides on that one were terrible. They're all mashed up, rusty and horrible. He's done a bloody cracking job. Liam's got some right skills, hasn't he? Just filled a couple of them holes with the welder, grinded it off, and put a little plate in as well where this bit here had rotted away, so that's done. I'm just going to grind off these welds here, and these old plates that have been put on at some point, probably to get bobbed through an MOT, but they're not pretty, and I don't think they're particularly holding that well, so I'm just going to grind them down until they drop.
So there's cake up there. It's skull cake with chocolate custard. It's lovely. Look.
You've got to stay in character.
All right, that's enough now. You've had it now. All right.
You're not a carpenter, mate. You're not Jesus. Why have they even put that plate there?
Weird, isn't it?
What is going on here? So they've put a plate and welded it on shit, and they haven't even covered anything?
No.
What the fuck?
I don't know if this must be fucked in the... Yeah, that is fucked in the knee. But that's fine. But I guess they've just gone...
What a bunch of bells.
Weird, isn't it?
So
you did it on that side as well.
Just that straight off now.
Yeah.
Nice. What?
Right, update on Liam's project. So he's got the tubes in now. They're welded in. You've done the plate in there, haven't you? All that's done. So is it just capping it now?
Yeah, mate.
So yeah, he's just got a cap front edge. Linish it off and then...
Bob's your Uncle Fanny's your aunt.
Bob is your uncle. What are you doing over there again? Oh. He's got his end stuck. Oh.
I'm just elongating the holes to make it easier to flop around.
Beautiful hole.
Thanks very much.
Right, Liam is... we've got the first bit off down here. You can see the little bagger. So basically that's just the plate that they put on, just ground around the edges, and then Mick was really angry because I was using a screwdriver and my IKEA special toffee hammer. So I've now been provided with a proper chisel and a large hammer. What was happening? Will I see it in edit? Yeah. Uh-oh. Right. Let's grind this off. Hopefully it'll be the same as, once I grind this bit off, hopefully it's the same as that one, because there's nothing wrong there. They just plated over good chassis. Well, we'll see. We should see.
Okay, that's this side done as well. So that's 2 repaired front dumb irons, thank you. Just a bit of skimmer filler we're going to put over these bits where it's pitted. The steel is still nice and strong, so there's no reason to take it out. But yeah, very good, very nice.
So we've finished up now. We tidied up, and this part of the chassis that I've been working on tonight, that's all welded in now, that plate there. Put another small plate in just down here because there was a bit of rust and holes developing down there as well. Back here then, there was 2 plates on here that someone had put on previously in Bob's ownership. So you can kind of see it's not looking too great, but there was a plate on there, and then there was a plate on here that overlaps onto this one. So the chassis here is pretty good actually. This bit here that the plate went on, perfect. There's nothing that needs doing there. So I've just linished that back so we can just make sure the metal was okay, and it is. There's a plate underneath there that pretty much all the underneath of the chassis here is gone. So we're gonna have to put a full plate all the way along, and it goes all the way pretty much to the back. So that's gonna be quite labor intensive when we flip the chassis. But yeah, that's good news there, because that means this side, that bit there, we don't have to do anything with. This bit here, there was some rot underneath, so this plate will have to come off under there, and then just put a plate in there. And then the final cherry on top of the cake was Liam's work here, which is absolutely spiffing. Check that out. We've got 2 beautiful dumb irons now at the front.
Tubed as well, David.
Tubed for strength, so that when we bolt this onto the bumper, it doesn't crush. So yeah, extra strength added. Used a bit of pipe, didn't we?
Yeah.
Military pipe as well.
Military pipe.
Military pipe. No idea what it was for, but it was military.
Oh yeah, that's a lovely pipe. Yep. So that just gives it some strength.
Yeah, so when you can really clamp down on the bumper and not worry about it crushing.
Beautiful. Well, we shall leave it there for tonight. I am going to be off for a couple of the next videos because I'm on holiday next week with the kids. So Liam will be doing his utmost to bring you some content. And yeah, if you're enjoying the videos, do subscribe, because there's going to be lots more Bob content and Land Rover content into the future, military videos, things like that. And if you could do us a huge favour and go over to Twitch and follow Mick on Mad Forward Engineering, be down in the description. He's kindly letting us use his workshop and giving us loads of advice and help with Bob, and then in the future with Sandy and more projects. So it'd be really great if you could go and help him out on his Twitch. And if you need any merch for Rusty Nuts, which would be great to see people walking around with some Rusty Nuts merch on, there's a link in the description, and there'll be a link in the description as well for the Mad Forward Engineering shop. And finally, if you're into making any films, you want to start doing a YouTube channel or whatever, DJI is really great. They've given us a little link, so if you click on that down below, it'll take you through to their website, and anything you buy on there, we then get a little bit of a kickback from DJI. Nothing major, but it just helps the channel grow a little bit, and we'll invest that back into what we're doing. So thank you very much for watching, and you'll catch us in the next video.